Everybody, this is Dayson Civil, taking a little time out to go over the Maschine Plus. I love the Maschine as its pros and cons. Today I want to talk about the CPU, but still I think it's a great machine. A question was asked about the CPU on the Maschine Plus. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to let you see some of the programs I have running, as well as how I've populated the pads. I played a beat. The last beat I put up was a beat that I made, and I've just been adding plugins on plugins on plugins. And I want to show you this, as you can look and see the CPU and where the CPU is currently at. The CPU is currently at 59. 59, and it jumps between 59 and 57%. But you got to think I have a lot of things on. So if I go to the drum, my pad A, as well, I go to my pad A, and I have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 sounds. And I have the main sampler, I have a compressor, I have a reverb, as well as I have a delay and an EQ on some of the sounds. As you can see, as I flip through the sounds, there's a lot of effects that I have on particular sounds. Not to mention that on the group, I also have effects on the group as well. And this is just my first group, Group A. If I go to Group B, I have one sound, and as you can see, I have no effects there. But I have no effects on it. This is just a massive sound. So I have massive loaded up as well with a sound on it as well. Let's take a look back, and as you can see, the CPU is still at 57. Okay. Then let's go to C. I have one sound there. It's a sampler, but it's like it's actually this this keyboard synth sound. I'm gonna go here. Here's another massive sound. There's no effects. Oh, there is. I have ROM, and I have a lo-fi effect on the sound as well for that group. Then I have nothing there on that one. But if I go back here on the group, there's nothing. So going to pad D, I have another sound there, another massive patch. On the group, I have another effect. I have ROM again, and I have lo-fi. So I have a lot of effects in this one song. And that this is just one sound, but I have it on keyboard, in keyboard mode. So it's a lot going on here. There's a lot going on here. Then I go to my next sound, which actually is like a keyboard sound. So if you see my sound here, it's another massive patch. I have a maximizer and a transient master on that sound as well. And this is actually a keyboard sound. But then, not a keyboard sound, but a EP, Rhodes sound. So then here I have the phases on 2 phases effects on the entire group to get this distorted sound. So I got like 8-bit sounds and distorted sounds in this one. Then on F, I have another sound with a group of effects on that as well. And this is my 808. So my 808 is here. So it's a lot for this CPU to be at 60%. Now, if this was in the PC, this probably would be creeping past that and clipping on your PC, depending on the amount of RAM that you have, as well as. But if this was in Ableton, I'm pretty sure it just would be around 20 something, around 30 something with all the effects. So when I start playing, I want you to take a look at the CPU. As you can see, it's at 60% now. Watch the CPU start to jump as the song is playing. 75, that's 88, 76, 89. Now my sub is coming in. It clips at 90. 90. Oh, did it go off the meter at one point? 89, 79. Woo. This is why I say they're going to have to make it available so that you can expand your CPU, or just use it as a project base. But you got to think about how large some of these programs are massive as large. FM, I have FM 8 on as well because it's on some of the drums. So it's a lot that I'm pumping in here and pushing for this CPU to be where it's at. Now, the track still sounds good. So now you can see that CPU is going back down. But I think you can make, as you can, that's 7 tracks though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So, and I'm using a lot. So you make your decision. All right, let me stop here. All right, everybody, that was my brief review of the CPU with the Maschine Plus. Like I said, the Maschine Plus is a great machine. I really like it. I think it can be helpful, a great addition to your production setup, especially if you want to go on the fly. You can get a portable charger, and with that portable charger, you can do so many things with it. But pay attention to that CPU. All right, everybody, make sure you comment, like, and subscribe. And if you have a Maschine Plus, what are your best features? If you're looking for the Maschine Plus, what do you think you're going to try to get out of it? All right, everybody, peace.